we're going to jump straight back in. You guys have just come back and seen Victor Mendoza on the floor in a heap. And not only do you have the Umbra Weaver in the background raising their tentacles, or these shadow tentacles, I should say, you have Zepha pointing a wind blade style knife at Jericho's neck. And what I need y'all to do is all roll a sharp, and we will figure out the initiative. 10 for Jericho. Wow. Of course. Jericho and trouble do not go together very often. 13 for Flebs.
Monday Jericho.
Well, Monday Jericho, that was in the past. That wasn't the real Jericho. That was
Yeah, true.
All right, so
You're so right.
okay, so we got that's pretty good rolls. Let's see what Zepha and Will Maya roll. Okay, sharp. All right, 10 for Zepha, and for our Umbral Weaver. Be great if roll 20 stopped freezing on me. That would be super great. Looks like the last one, so 7 for Jimmy, 9 for Callista, a 10 for Jericho, a 10 for Zepha, a 13 for Flebs, and to round it out, an 11 for the Umbral Weaver. So, Flebs, you're going to go first. Positioning-wise, I would say all three of you are going to be between the Umbral Weaver, who is about 20 feet away, and Zepha, who has a knife very closely pressed to Jericho's throat. So I want you to think very carefully about how you proceed.
Is Zephyr human?
You would assume so, based on what you know. They are a fractal.
I'm gonna try and mentally dominate him.
Them. But yeah, sure. Go for it.
Damn.
Sorry, them.
That's okay. Sure. What do you say? Because I need to know. I need to know what you're going to say and how you're going to say it, as well.
I'm guessing it's just like basic commands, right? It can't be like, take the knife off Jericho's throat, put it into your own throat.
Oh,
Into
shit.
their own throat, or just against
This is
their
gonna
throat.
be whack. This is gonna be whack for us.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Into or against?
Into his own throat.
Into their own throat.
There.
Sorry.
An 11.
There we go.
Okay, hold on. Interesting. So, in that case, let's talk very quickly then, about the pact that you made with the demon. Because we're using a brand new character sheet. Obviously this comes with some caveats. So you are still in your like your hospital gown, and you've just debatted or deratted yourself. But now you are basically a version of the monstrous. And you're using a thing called mental dominion. When you gaze into a normal human eyes and exert your will over them, roll a charm on a 10 plus hold 3 on a 7 to 9 hold 1. You may spend your hold to give them an order. Regular people follow whether it is. Hunters can choose to follow the order or not. So I should mention that obviously Zepha is a fractal, but they're a hunter. They don't have to do it. But I'm not going to discount that role. What they're going to do, Flebs, is they are going to lower the knife. At the very least, because if it was a regular human being or a mundane, yeah, they're gonna kill themselves. But Zepha is a fractal and is a hunter. They won't need to drop it because it's part of their hand. But what they'll do is they'll lower the hand. They will lower the hand down and away. I think that's they are almost entranced by you, and they're still holding Jericho though. At this moment, they are they've still got a grip on Jericho Branch. Oh, it was a 9. Oh, you did a double. Oh, right, of course, yeah. So a 9 would be, hold on. So I thought you rolled the 11. Hold on just a
You
second.
can't really hear yet.
Yeah. Hold on just a second.
On a 7 to 9, that means I just get one command.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So, that's fine. So, yeah, they look at you, and, they, like, their eyes widen, and, they say, do you know what is clinging to your back?
My back?
Yeah.
You're not talking about Julia.
No. No, I'm not.
I guess I don't know.
You do. I think you just, like, you're not gonna just tell them that. Flebs, we're gonna go back in time for just a minute. Because you've just done something that, you know, you kind of just partially diffused this situation. And I think, you know, given that Flebs has always been, and likely will continue to be a little bit of a comic relief kind of character who's very, you know, very direct and forward and funny. The fact that you have just mentally dominated someone like that, I think is a little bit of a shock. And we're gonna have to figure out how this happened. So when you were in your room and you were actively looking to like make a pact with something, and this was about would have been about 3-4 weeks ago. In the night, Flebs, you experience a night terror. And a night terror with sleep paralysis, one that you can't move. You can feel your body, and you're aware of your body, but you can't do anything. And out of the darkness, you hear a voice. Flebs Taylor, you seek power. You seek the truth.
Respond to the voice.
You can respond in short sentences, yeah, just for the sake of the scene. But yeah, you can't move.
Truth is power, bud.
Very, very interesting. And what would you do to gain that?
Not hurt anybody else, but I might sacrifice something that I have.
Well, what is it you have that I would want?
What do you want?
It's not going to progress if you just back up. He's asking you what you have.
I got this juju bag.
Interesting. What I want is flesh. If I give you my abilities, I will want to feed.
I got flesh.
Not on your flesh. On others.
As long as whoever I feed on is bad, or at the very least, rude, got yourself a deal.
As long as they are of bad character or rude. This is agreeable. And
That's a lot of people.
we will discuss other terms later.
What?
For now, all you must say is I consent and gladly give.
Oh, I consent and gladly give.
Excellent. And this creature, it starts to rise up the wall, and it starts twisting, and its hands begin to stretch out, and it's reaching for you, Flebs, and it's pretty terrifying, and you are unable to stop yourself, and with its other hand, it is reaching for Julia. And before it makes contact, you pass out. And when you wake up, you have bite marks on your person. And like we said before, there's blood on the floor. And Julia has licked some of it as well, and she's got a little mark on her neck.
Oh no.
Oh, she's okay. She's fine.
Okay.
She has become part of the contract with you. And that contract
Well, Julia, we're in this together.
They will, we will go through the contract at another time, but as of now, you are under the dominion of a beast that you know as Melodious. Although that's the name it gave you. It
gave me that name?
It gave you that name on the contract. There's a contract that you have to sign in blood, or you have consented to already, and the terms of which we'll go through. But for the time being, that is going to allow you to feed upon people. There is a set amount you must feed upon in a standard arc in order to keep your powers and to keep your contract. And at some point during this arc, they will pop up and they will talk to you, and they will expand that contract's terms and explain it to you. And they'll let you know what happens if you don't abide by it. But you now have a completely different class set, which does mean I don't believe you're going to have access to the compendium for a little while now, because your main thing from there was I've read about this sort of thing. But because you have...
that'd be kind of over OP.
Yeah, so you look at that contract, and one of the things that that you consented to was it took all the knowledge from the cryptic compendium. But you don't remember consenting to that part. And when you...
That's not the first time I lost it.
Well, no, you didn't lose it. You just gave all of its knowledge and secrets away. So you're going to have to tell Nell about that at some point.
Okay.
But, yeah, you are now a much different creature. Much more harder to kill. Much more adept in combat. But you are going to have some problems when it comes to the investigation and social parts of it. And we will explore those as time goes on. So, yeah, little adding and retroactive there, but you have done mental domination, and Zepha is referring to the demon on your back, which I would imagine you're not going to just tell everybody right now anyway. So
that's a bad time.
Yeah, so they say, I see what's on your back, and I want no part of that. And they let go and shove you, Jericho, to the ground, and they dash away with like a pretty big gust of wind to create some distance. So now you're being pincer attacked, if you will, on both sides. And I believe next up is it's a toss-up between you and I, Jericho, and I'm going to give it... Oh, no, it's the Umbral Weaver.
Umbral Weaver.
Thank you. The Umbral Weaver is going to target you, Jericho. You are off balance, and he is going to go for the... he's going to use the go big or go home. And he's going to utilize his tendrils. He's going to use a version of entropy for this.
I'd like to roll to protect someone.
Sure, go for it. Okay, got a 10. Very nice. So, on a 10, you get to choose an extra. So you can suffer little harm. All the danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back. What would you like?
Take the harm.
You're gonna take all the harm, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he is using a move called Umbral Strike, and you're gonna take that. So let me see how this plays out first. 9. So he sends the tendrils through the ground, and they conglomerate and they go up into one big spike. And you push Jericho out of the way, and this catches you and goes through your side, and you're able to deflect it so it doesn't impale you, which was its intention, and you suffer 3 harm.
And since he rolled a 9, do I inflict harm in return?
Yep. Yes, you do. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm guessing the tendrils are somehow attached to him, I guess.
You.
Because I can't reach him because he's out of range of me.
Okay. You would have to probably roll. I mean, I'd let you roll if you want to try and investigate that. But he is a fractal, so is the lightning attached to Jericho? Would be the question I would ask.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Then
I'll give you that for free.
I don't know how I would hurt him then.
You could try flicking the. I mean, you have an opportunity to. So maybe it could be an attack of opportunity to just get down, get close and hit him. You could slam the ground. You could throw the break off the tendril, throw it back at him.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's I guess I could just break the tendril off and throw it back like a spear.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we'll do that, and let's say he suffers. We'll say he suffers 2 harm for that. Because it's a pretty heavy throw to make anyway. So okay, Jericho, you're up next, my friend.
Okay. So Zephyr ran further away, and I'm still relatively close to the Umbral Weaver, right?
Yes. You're about. I mean, once he shoved you out of the way, you're in position to take an advantage shot, but you're about 15 feet, I would say.
Okay, cool. I'd like to roll to use magic, and I think I'll try a fire blast.
Ooh, you're gonna. Okay, which one are we doing? Remember, you and I got names for these bad boys. Are we doing level 1?
For right now, I think I'll just use a level 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Was that the one?
Yeah, I'm just looking it up myself. I think it was Pyroclasm was the name, but I'm just looking to see if we had a name for it. But all right, so well, how about this? If you give me a straight weird roll and you're gonna try and activate the fractal powers, we can see how well that works. Because I think that's a good way of figuring out how we access what level of the fractal abilities. Then it's fair, right?
All right, yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Right back to 5s. Hell
okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you are trying to activate it, and it is not coming to you. You are conjuring that ability to tap into it. And the reason I'm saying that is that the further on we go with you guys getting extra abilities, I want to try and make a bit more of a fairer system. Like Callista going from regular Callista to Arch Reaper to Eldritch. I want to level it. Otherwise, you can kind of mollywop anyone. Yeah, you hone in on it, Jericho, and it doesn't come to you. You could still conjure a spell, but you do not have access to the fractal abilities right now.
All right. Wait, we make the conjure spell.
You can go to regular spell abilities. You can do a regular spell, but your fractal abilities are just not there.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just use a normal fire blast.
Same for Loose and Chewy. If you guys say for example, Loose, you want to activate, go from regular to Arch Reaper, I'll let you. But if you wanted to go from that to Eldritch, I'd make you do a weird roll. And then the same for Jimmy. If Jimmy wanted to go from raging to this next level rage state, I'll make you do a weird roll, because I think that way it dictates the game a little bit better.
All right, cool.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Okay. So what is it you're doing, Trevin?
Just a normal combat magic fire. Form blast, element fire.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So you're trying to channel it, and you just go fuck it, and then you literally hold out your foci, which is your gun, and you fire a stream of bullets. And the fire bullets land. How much harm does that do?
Blast does 2, fire does 2, and on a +10, the fire doesn't spread.
Okay, so you were doing blast and fire, or?
Blast is the effect, and fire is the element.
So you're doing 4. Okay, all right. So even though you didn't get the the fire fractal, but it seems to have imbued itself pretty well into your bullets. So you are realizing it's baby steps. You have to channel it and feel it through you, because it's different to lightning. And each time you do this, you're going to have to master it. You send those out, and are you hitting for a pillar of fire, or are you just trying to set him on fire?
Just set him on fire.
You hit the tendrils, and they feed back through the ground, and then where obviously they're not attached to his hands, but they're close enough that it ignites like a spark in front of him, and the fire goes off on him for about 3-4 seconds uninterrupted before the shadows dispel it, and you do 4 harm. Really nicely done. Zepha is up next. All right. Let's see. I think I know what Zepha's going to do. Okay. Let me see if this works first. So, use magic. Zepha is going to use Windblade. Yeah. And she's targeting you, Jericho. She backflips in the air and pirouettes round. And she's holding her... excuse me. They're holding, like, their arm up to their chest. And it gets whiter and whiter. And they spin round and chop the air. And the air, like, as there's an audible sonic boom, and then it hits, and it cuts you down, and that's gonna do 3 harm. And it is as sharp as a knife, and it's gonna cut through your chest and like leave a pretty nasty, like, open wound.
Oh shit, okay.
So you have a bleeding damage you need to figure out. And they are spinning in the air, and they land on top of a lamppost and look down, and they're not happy. They say, I don't want to do this, Jericho, but you voted for this. If you think you can stop me, then stop me.
We won't like the outcome of that.
Next up is Callista. Oh, it's Callista or Fala, whichever one.
Callista can go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I can go if you need me to.
I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. Could I, all right, Callista will take out their, against my better judgment, their shotgun.
Okay.
And aim for Zephyr to hopefully get them off the lamppost.
All right. Okay. Yeah, give me a roll.
But we'll see, because I've
Marco
missed
vibes,
every
you can
shotgun
do
shot
it.
I've gotten so far, so. That's kick some ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Training.
Yeah, a 3. You
Dude, what are the fucking odds?
you
Literally, what are the odds?
you fire the gun and you fire the gun and the butt goes wide and it starts
Do
to
not
go
say
like
it, Jericho.
No. It goes wide and several of the pellets miss, and Zepha collects the others in their hand and looks curiously at them and says, "Oh, you can have these back," and throws them back down. And I'm going to be nice and say you only get 1 harm, but they do pellet you.
Dude, the day that Callista manages to shoot anything with her gun will be a fucking memorial, like a ceremonial occasion.
All right, Fala.
Marco's ghost is gonna come down, slow clapping. Just good job. Anyway, Jericho, how much harm do you have?
That's a good
how
question.
hurt are you?
I think it's just 3, because I'm pretty sure we
It is.
had time to heal.
It is just 3.
Okay, all right, then I'll hold off on that. But if it gets bad, I do have a medic skill now. But I will roll to kick some ass, I guess. And we are gonna I know he's kind of, or they've been kind of moving around during this fight. How close am I? How far away?
You are probably an equal amount of 10 feet away from each member, I would say.
Okay, so I will, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and use my heavy futuristic weapon, and I'm gonna try to stun Zephyr.
Okay. Yeah, sure. This is the nano shot, right? The nano bombs.
We had used the nanobombs once, but I also have or I don't know if it's sort of the same idea, but I just have it as heavy futuristic weapon that's
Okay.
long range and can stun.
Okay.
Okay.
9. Okay. I'd say partial stun, but they are going to get you as well on a 9. So did you want this to be the bombs? Did you want this to be like something else?
No, it can be the bombs. I think that was good.
Okay. You throw the bombs, and again they kind of look at it curiously, and you almost have a gotcha, bitch, and you activate them, and they blind Zephyr, but Zephyr is able to channel into their right hand, like almost like a Rasengan, it's a concentrated ball of wind, and they throw it at you, and it hits you in the stomach, and you spin, and you go through the ground and into the wall. And how much harm does yours do?
This one does 3 harm.
Well done.
Yeah, 3 harm.
Theirs is going to do 3 harm as well.
Okay.
All right. Big boy Jimmy.
Jimmy is gonna. I would like to try. Is he still on the light post?
They are still perched on the light post, yes.
Alright, I would like to try. Well, let me roll and see what, and then if I get it, I'll tell you what
Yeah, sure.
I would like to do.
That makes sense.
So, do you want a kick some ass or a tough roll? Because what I'm trying to do is take the light post out first, and then use it as a weapon.
Okay, that would be a tough. If you're just attacking the lamppost right now, it's a tough roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So, when you do this on a 14, tell me how it looks.
Jimmy just runs towards the lamppost, and he's just gonna grab it and just kind of like bend it over and break it off at the base. And what I was hoping for is, as he would do that, it would, Zephyr would be falling, and I would just like to hit him with the lamppost.
Okay.
I'd just like to hit him with the lamppost as he's going.
Give me another. So give me a kick some ass. We'll see if you hit them with the lamppost. 9. You do. And that is. Tell me what that is on it. So that'll be what, like a 3 harm or the rich, because you're using another weapon. Okay.
Yeah, it would be a 3 harm. Yeah.
You hit them in the stomach. And they look you in the eyes. As you hit them, and they, for a moment, you knock them out. They are out cold. And then they come back to, as they go flying in the air, it's almost like you've hit a home run. They go up, and they they start charging in the air. I don't know how to best explain it, but they're glowing. They are coughing up blood, and it's like raining down a little bit, and they're saying, "Okay, that's how we're gonna play it, and I'm gonna step up." And you see them take their hands and clasp them together at the wrists, and they start pulling them back towards their hips, and their entire aura begins to glow. And you are not going to suffer harm on this occasion because they are charging for big magic.
Okay.
And as you guys look around, you see that the sky around is beginning to darken, and Zephyr is becoming the brightest thing in the sky. We go to the top of the order. And I believe it's Flebs again. Flebs first. Yep.
Okay. So let's see. It's Zephyr and then
The Umbral Weaver. We don't have a name for them, or you guys don't know yet.
Okay. So Zephyr is floating right now. I can't.
Zephyr is about 40 feet, 50 feet in the air easily.
Okay.
They are. In
So,
fact, they're probably
Flebs-
more like 100 actually. Thinking about it, they're quite high in the air. From Jimmy's a strong boy, so yeah.
Okay. I could fly up there if I wanted to, but I won't.
Okay.
Flebs looks at the group and he's like, you know, words aren't my strength, so maybe it's best I just show you guys something.
Mm.
And I'm gonna bite the Umbral Weaver.
You're going to attempt to bite. Okay, so you're gonna have to get in close as well, because you are about.
So run up and bite.
Yeah. All right. So to do this, you're gonna need to give me because you're moving first. So almost like D&D, you're gonna need to move into range first. So give me a sharp roll first to see how close you can get, because I can't let you just do it in one move. Okay, 12. Perfect. So you are able to get in range. All right, and then give me the roll for the bite.
Which is just kick some ass. It's
Yep.
called teeth.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so it's just a teeth mark. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 8. Okay, so that's just about a success. Let me, I just closed your character sheet. I thought I won't need this again
It's
just yet.
3 harm.
3 harm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else? What does it do on the bite?
It intimidates,
Okay. So,
if that target can be.
okay. So, how does this look? Tell me how this looks.
The Umbral Weaver is a human figure, right?
From the outside, yeah. Again, without scanning further, you would assume human.
So I'm imagining Flebs be pretty quick now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would say so.
His new powers.
Yes, I would say very
'Cause
quick.
If I'm gonna get in close, I gotta be quick.
Mm-hmm.
So in kind of like a flash, you just see Flebs run up and kind of in fast forward, just like wow, bite him on his shoulder.
Okay.
Or it.
No, it's the Umbral Weaver is a he. Yes, you bite him on the shoulder, and he his mouth opens, but there isn't a scream that comes out. Instead, another tendril comes out, and it wraps around you, Flebs, and it pulls you away. Your teeth have ripped into this guy's flesh, so it's nasty. And he is holding you up, and he thinking which would he do? Nah, if it's that's because it's pretty intense. So he is now turning around and facing you, and you see that the light that is shining down from Zepha is creating a long shadow on the ground, your shadow. And as he's holding you in the air, he turns and he begins twisting his fingers in a shadow puppet format, and his shadows begin to rip your shadow's arms off. And on an 8, he gets one of them straight away, and you suffer 3 harm. Your physical arm is still there, but it is now limp. It is not usable.
Okay.
And you are.
By the way, it's not intimidate. I read that wrong. It's
intimate. Yeah, no, that's okay. But yeah, your arm is like you're bound at the moment. But yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt. It's like phantom pain.
Yeah.
All right, next up is it's the Umbral Weaver. Okay, this should be interesting. I know what he's gonna. Oh, I know what he's gonna do. All right, okay. Let's see if he does it. So he is gonna. He doesn't speak, but he's gonna utilize a form of big magic. No, holy shit! You know that bite? So 4. That bite fucking sucked. He starts twisting his hands to do an incantation, and he drops to a knee, and where you bit, you severed an artery, and black blood is coming out, and it is pouring, and he begins to shudder. You're still bound, but, like, he is not looking good right now. At all. It is bad.
Brush your teeth, kid. Anything's possible.
Okay, so Zephyr is next. This should be very
Isn't it
good.
Jericho?
Oh, no, you're right, it's Jericho. Yep, Jericho. Wait, no, 11...
Roll the same, so I guess it's painful.
No, you know what, Jericho? I'm going to give you... No, that's fair, 'cause that makes the scene look better. So, Jericho, you know instinctively Zepha is targeting you, but this shot could hit all of you. And, you know, you've watched enough anime to know what's going on here.
You're right, Jericho had watched enough anime. You know what's going on here.
This is your moment with Vegeta,
Jericho. You said
Jericho.
Zepha's roughly about 100 feet in the air?
Correct. The clouds have begun to gather, and they are blotting out a lot of things. Zepha is becoming very, very bright. And their faces, they you know, if you could see it, if you imagine a camera panning up, their eyes are wide, bloodshot, their teeth are gritted, they are putting everything into this shot. Everything.
Okay. Could I use magic and use the effect to trap a specific person or me and kind of encase Zepha in a ball with like her own energy?
Ooh, that's not what I thought you would do. I thought you were gonna go full fractal, get a beam struggle going on here. But hey, if you wanna,
I thought about it, but like I didn't think it would work because like we've talked in the past, the big magic like activation thing takes a turn to start.
Well, in this occasion, this would count as your turn. So if you get the roll, then you get to do it. Because this is sort of like there's a loop-de-loop. So like if you want to do it, like I won't, because otherwise that'd be dumb. If like you had a turn and then I was like, oh, too late. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like if you get the roll now, you can utilize it.
Okay. Oh, then I am so down to try for it.
Like otherwise, what would be? I think like it would be a really dick DM move to be like, all right, you spent your turn doing it. Oh, look, Zepha's going next. Now you're dead. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. If you get the roll, but if you don't get the roll, then it's gonna go, you know. But what magic do you want to like? Do you want to try infusing fire and electric? Do you want to just use electric? What do you want to do?
I think today, since the even though the fire bullet thing worked, but the brimstone thing's a little shaky, Jericho will use the boltcaster. So like he'll like channel like the arc storm that's just captured inside of his metal arm.
Okay. All right. So I want you to roll with a +1 advantage, since this is something that you know how to do.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I was so prepared to see it. All right. I was so prepared.
All right, Jericho. You kneel down and you because lightning is so natural to you at this point. It's like you know, flexing your hand. The arm opens up and there is a concentration of that electric inside your arm, and maybe it's just the Deimos thing, but it is like more. It is concentrated, it's pulsating. And it is intense as that beam is beginning to fire up. And if any of you at home, if you've watched One Punch Man, it is basically like the spiral incineration cannon that Genos uses. It is that level of intensity. It's it's pretty epic. And all right, so we got your roll to activate it. Let's see what Zepha rolls, and then we will see how this plays out.
You just put the Genos theme in my head.
Oh, hold on. I might get copyright if I put it on, unfortunately. So I'm not going to risk it. But it is so good.
Yeah.
Zepha looks down at you and in the loudest voice and the most anime moment screams, Tempest Strike. And at the same time they scream, now. And the Umbral Weaver looks up and he can't do it. He actually passes out at this moment. I think Zepha was hoping that he would lend his magic to them, but yeah, Jericho, they fire a concentrated blast of air, and it shatters every window, and it rips apart the some of the like the balconies as it comes down towards you. But you've charged up the arc storm, and you send it up, and it's a beam cast moment for sure. A little bit of a struggle, And as it looks like the wind is going to push it back, you lean forward, and all of you, everyone else, make a sharp roll. I want to see if you see what happens.
I don't.
Okay, Callista, you are a little bit too in your own head about the shotgun. Fala, you kind of see it but don't really get it. Jimmy, you sort of see what's happening, but Flebs, you see everything, although I don't think you know what it means. Jericho's entire body glows white, and it's an electric white. His hair, his beehive of locks, it flies outward and goes up. His eyes go white, and his entire aura crackles. And an extra blast pops out of his arm, and it just rips through the barrier that Zepha holds. And Jericho, was your intent to kill, or were you intending to stun? I need to know, and then I don't want you to go back on this. I need you to tell me honestly.
Oh, stunned at this moment.
Because you would have done like 15 harm if you had been intending to kill. This was without a doubt the strongest Arcstorm you've ever channeled, and it rips through the clouds behind. It actually goes past Zepha, and tears their clothes to pieces and fries them, and it carries on into the sky, before it eventually dissipates. And yeah, you guys won. And Zephyr is
falling?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So Zephyr is currently falling to the ground.
Can I try and catch him?
Yep.
Because I've got my wings. I can.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
Okay. Would that be act under pressure?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Tell me how it looks.
Hell yeah.
I imagine Callista looks up in time to see Zephyr start to fall, and they run forward and kind of springboard off of something, off of one of the something on the ground, and leaps into the air, flaps their wings, and catches them before they hit, and then lands again, and kind of has to get down to a knee, but because the landing is a little hard, but
okay.
Yeah, they're still holding them.
Interesting. Okay. As that's going on and your attentions are turned there, the body of the Umbral Weaver unnaturally snaps up. And the shadows begin to gather around it, and it starts to cast using incredibly complex hand gestures. And all of you at this point have you've either been smacked around or you're on the verge of passing out. But before any other strikes can hit, before anything else can happen, you see the body of the Umbral Weaver being grasped by both hands on the shoulders, and from behind you see Eustace Decolta, who steadily pushes him down and then pulls him into a chokehold. And these shadows are almost like the Hydra, with the each independent snake is coming on trying to grab and rip at him, and he is just holding on as he chokes the life out of the Umbral Weaver. And he looks to you guys and says, "You did well. I'm a little bit late, but better late than never. If you could just give me a moment, I will be right with you."
No, please take your time.
And yeah, if you guys aren't intervening, he is gonna roll to kick some ass, and we will see how this plays out.
I'm still holding Zephyr.
Yeah. I think you're all in a bit of a weird place where it'd be difficult for you to stop him anyway. So
Yeah, Jericho just turns to Flebs and asks,
Oh
"Wait,
yeah.
Did you bite him?"
Yeah, we need to discuss
Yeah.
that later.
Doesn't matter. The Umbra Weaver is kicking and
Oh.
screaming, and he says, "Yeah, okay, this is not working," and he simply snaps his neck. And the shadows screech, and then they fall to the ground like in a pool, and the Umbra Weaver falls to the ground, and Eustace stands over him with his satchel, and he is unclasping it as you all kind of recover for a minute here. But
Jericho, can you get the is there a way that Jericho can get the fractal off of the Umbral Reaver now that it's dead?
that assuming
Eustace
that's
doesn't get it.
assuming that's
I was
not what
gonna say-
Eustace is doing.
I'll say, is there a way to roll to stop him from putting him in the bag? I know what that bag does.
Well, he might not be putting him in the bag. You could always ask him. Like he's just unclasping it at the moment. But I
Hey,
think you need to.
Eustace.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing there, bud?
Well, this one might have latent abilities. I am getting out one of my pets to make sure that he isn't repossessed once again by the Umbral City. If you want his fractal abilities, I don't see why we can't make an arrangement.
Yeah. Give me that. He's saying while like clutching his like freshly like deep bleeding chest.
You're gonna
I
need
can't
still.
feed on a dead body, can I?
You couldn't feed on a fractal anyway. It would probably kill
God,
you.
we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this.
If you tried to feed on a fractal, Flebs, I'm pretty sure that the energy would kill you, because they are basically like voids. They are basically like they have like god level energy within them. Like I think it's too rich for your blood. Give me a roll with advantage, Jericho. Give me a +1 manipulator hunter.
It didn't work.
That's okay.
It's a good thing you had the +1.
Right, that would have been a 6. That would've
Yeah,
just
you are
failed.
lucky. So he says, Jericho, you know I'm on your side. And under Fractal Hunt law, the person who does the killing or subjugation takes the fractal. Is there no reason I cannot take this, assimilate it, and work with you?
You have a point. I do like you. Don't get me wrong. I do not dislike you or distrust you.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe yet. But okay.
Always
See,
a but.
you're so astute. You knew there's a bud coming.
When is there not a but coming with you?
I feel like we kinda had. I mean, I'm not saying you did this because that'd be very rude. But you kind of, sort of.
Yes, go on.
It's called a KSing where I come from.
Oh, kill stealing, because you were definitely going to kill him. Yes? You didn't just take out Zepha. Zepha is your hunt. That is yours.
That is not fair.
Did you
I didn't
inflict
know
any
Zepha was even
damage?
in this until-
Did you inflict any damage on the
Yes.
the Umbral Weaver? You did.
Yes, I shot him with fire bullets.
Interesting. Did you inflict the killing blow? Because technically, I believe your other friend, and he points to Jimmy and to Flebs, says, I think they also inflicted marks. Are you suggesting they absorb the fractal abilities?
It's not off the table.
You know they would die, Jericho.
try.
It does not work like that. But my point is, Jericho, you have a fractal right there. You've already absorbed one, and you have the allyship of another. And the other one you've just saved, and he points to Victor. You saved the beautiful cadence. I am simply saying that I inflicted the blow that killed the Umbral Weaver, who would have likely carried on and done some horrible things to you when you were already drained. I am asking for my cut, and I will use it to align with you. I see no problem in this.
I think, and put it like that, I see no problem with it either. I just feel like, for like, say, our sake, you could say that we, as a group, killed the Umbral Weaver.
You will raise up the rankings, not me. I'm unlikely. I mean, I may do, but I am not I am here to assist. I am not to participate.
You know what? All these are fair points. But also, can I ask what was up? Why not use magic? What was up with the whole choking and then just neck snapping? And also, if you're just gonna snap if you're gonna kill him regardless, why not just lead with snapping his neck? Why try choking him?
I was hoping to subdue him and find out why the Umbral Weaver has a fractal in it. The Umbral City should not have fractals. It is beyond our space and time, and the fact that there is one is concerning. I was hoping to choke him and ask him if he was a Sturgeonite, which I believe he is. Or was. The magic roll was because I was concealing my presence and was hoping to get the full drop on him and then perhaps release something from my satchel. Did not work that way, but I still was able to resist most of the damage, and then when I found that I could not hold him, I made an executive decision, and that was to break his neck. I would rather do what you did, and save a life than take a life, but as you saw, your compatriot bit out a piece of his aorta, and he was basically dead, and he still was able to be resurrected, meaning the Umbral City has interests on Sturgeon, and that is concerning to me.
I'm hungry.
He looks at you and he says,
"We're gonna have to talk about
he looks
that."
at you and says, I don't see how that's my problem.
I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I'm currently having a conversation.
You doing your thing.
Yes, this is a two-way conversation. A, B, see yourself out. Thank you.
Well, if you're gonna see me in the conversation, if you're gonna mention my name, buddy.
Callista is looking at Flebs very strangely.
Yeah. He turns back to Jericho and says, if you don't need much more of me, I am going to go back into hiding. I am only sufficient and efficient when I am not seen.
Of course. And conduct your thing with the body. Do you?
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate your help.
He unfurls a satchel, and a huge pair of hands come out, and they grab the ankles of the very much dead Umbral Weaver and pull him inside. And then the satchel shuts.
Oh God.
Whoa, the fuck?
Yeah, don't worry about what's in the satchel. It is
I'm gonna worry about what's in the satchel.
You will never need to be in the satchel, so I would not worry.
Oh, that's all right.
There was a time, but that was a
Small
long time ago.
comforts. What?
It's both reassuring and oddly ominous.
I'm just gonna assume it's like the juju bag and go nowhere near it.
It is like, oh, that's cute to think it's like a juju. Yes, it's like, if that's the easiest way to explain it, it's like a juju bag, yes. Well, it was good to see you, and take care of that one, whichever way you see fit. And he walks down the street past the lamppost and does not reappear on the other side of it.
Nice.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Okay, so you've got Zepha in your arms still, Callista.
I do. Yes, I've stood up by now, but I'm still holding him like.
Yeah,
I'm still holding them.
they're badly burnt and they're coughing, and they are in a bad way, very bad way.
I'm keeping an eye on them just in case, but I look at Jericho. Callista looks at Jericho and they say, what would you like me to do with them?
Right now, my biggest concern are getting answers. How does Zephyr have the air fractal? I thought Deimos took it, or whoever took it, whoever killed Chatri, but I assume that was Deimos.
Yes. I thought it was either Deimos or Faye. Regardless, I didn't know that Zephyr would be there.
Yeah, me neither. But hey, and it's kind of funny, Zephyr, air. It's kind of fun. Cute. I was, while we were back at the bar, I was like kind of working on this side hypothesis, like as to how this fractal shifting was going on. I was thinking about it like, if I think about it like kind of literally how this death fractal, right, is like the taking of life force. What if like the antithesis of that being life, like the life fractal is like the giving of life force, in a sense that they could bestow a fractal if it was taken. And there is a fractal called the vitality, which is the life fractal.
Hmm.
Food for
It's an
thought.
interesting theory. Well, I guess we should try and figure out how to get answers from Zephyr.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I've never really done the interrogating thing, at least not for a while now. Should we like tie them up? Should we like find somewhere that's not in the open so people don't just walk by and like, what are they doing to that person that's all burnt and shit?
No one's
Whatever
around.
we-
No one is around. Most of Sturge has been evacuated, and they're fucking terrified of all of you. This is a fractal hunt. They don't want any part of this at all. Anyone who stayed has stayed far the fuck away, or like locked indoors.
Well, whatever we do, we have to make sure that they can't simply use their fractal or fractals to escape again.
I'm not gonna escape. Fucking hell, I can't move my limbs.
Do we know?
Well, problem solved then.
All right.
Hey Zeph, didn't know you're still conscious, bud. How you doing?
Take it. Just fucking take it from me.
For sure, 100%. Sorry, you kind of sided against it, so I can't let you keep it. But can you tell us how you got it?
It was forced on me. I already have a fractal ability. The upheaval. Earth. I had a fight. And I lost. And they told me if I didn't take their experiment, they'd kill all the creatures I saved. Every animal, every beast, every nightmare that is in my sanctuary. They said they'd level it with my own fractal ability. What choice did I have?
Who is they?
I don't know. I only saw one of them. There were three. The one who talked to me, he used a crushing, a bit like gravity. And if you want to know any more, I'm giving you free information. You really should be rolling for this. But that much I'll give you for free. I shouldn't have done that, but I will.
Okay. That was really helpful. Like, let me guess, it kind of sounded Australian and kind of had a really, really punchable, in a sense of voice, but also probably a really like punchable face as well.
Personality.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Bad person.
he was certainly a character. I don't know if he was being respectful or an arsehole, but he kept going between he and she for me, and I thought, oh, you know what, that's not that bad, but also I thought maybe he's just being a dick.
Ooh.
What exactly did you hear?
What do you mean?
I'm rolling for it. Well, you said you heard one out of the three people.
Yeah, that's
who
Deimos.
exactly and what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Just had to be sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can roll to see if they remember anything about the other two. That's fine.
Okay.
But you're all only gonna get one roll, one question, and if it's the same question, I'm not letting you roll for it again. Otherwise, you can game my system very quickly and solve my puzzles.
We solved your fractal puzzle.
You solved my fractal puzzle.
Okay. Let's see. Would this just be a roll to manipulate someone or
No,
investigate?
no, it'd be investigate mystery.
Investigate mystery.
Yeah, because you're not trying to. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd say so.
No, we want to do this one. I want to do a sharp roll.
Okay. 7. So that would be. Let me see. 7 on a flexible alternative. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you honestly with reasonable detail. So, what is your question?
Do you remember anything about the other 2 people that were with Deimos? Or anything else about what happened?
One of them had a big, wide smile and glowing hands. The other... I didn't like the other one. They just watched. And their hands were blackened, rotted. I didn't want them to go near me. That's all I remember. Jericho,
Thank you.
take it from me
Zephyr.
and fucking find them. Level them the way they wanted to level my sanctuary.
Good deal. And out of character for a second,
Mhm.
TJ.
Yes, sir.
Is it something that we just can roll for here, or is it like something we have to do like on the
Nope.
rooftop of the...
Nope, you can do it here. Same risks apply though. I cannot guarantee you save their lives or not. So you can do it here. Do a straight roll. You can take them back. But obviously you are still on a time limit. You need to get to the Dusklight Circus as well. But yeah, it's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Would we be allowed to try and heal them first? Or would that work
No.
at all or help at all?
Not if you're doing it here, because I think that
I was gonna say, like, if we take the fractal and it seems like it's gonna kill them, since I'm holding them, can I do my healing ability thing?
I think you need to have a discussion about what you want to do first.
Okay. Yeah, Callista exchanges a glance with like a look at Jericho, just to sort of silently ask where he wants them to take Zephyr.
We'll do it here.
Callista nods and wordlessly like stoops down and carefully props Zephyr up against one of the light posts.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho will kneel down in front of Zephyr and like extend his arm to grab their forearm.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's okay, I'd like to. Is it just gonna be like a straight use magic roll, or?
Well, I need to
straight
see what Callista's heal is first, because if Callista does well on the healing, then that will inform your roll.
Well, the thing is, I don't think I roll for that. I just take as much harm as I heal for.
Oh, okay. So I need to be clear then. You would probably die.
Oh,
even
sick.
though
Okay, well.
Jericho was stunning, I can't stress enough that there's a thin line between life and death when Jericho does that, because he's firing. I want you to imagine, if you will, actually. You know what? I'm gonna put in a visual representation of what Jericho did, because I want this to be really clear. I can't put this on the stream because it will end up getting us copyright claimed. But I'm just gonna show you. There's a scene from One Punch Man where Genos uses a thing called the Spiral Incineration Cannon, and he effectively fires a blast so mighty it rips a meteorite to shreds. This is a perfect example. I'll just put the picture in there. The only reason I've let him choose if it stuns or kills is purely aesthetically based. Like, if he'd pushed a little bit harder, it would have ripped him to shreds. But he's firing a blast that, effectively it's an energy blast that rips through everything. And fractal hunts are determined by how brutal they are. Like, Paint Gunkerson was very much nearly dead when he fought. and he needed to be healed. Babylon Stump was near death when he needed to be healed. Chat3 was dead. Otto was dead. These are not simple fights that you can kind of just, brush past. When you have to pull out the fractal moves, those are killer moves. It's like a killer series of moves, if you will. You can take the harm, but I will say, like, it will kill you. And, you don't know if it's going to work yet. It will give extra, like an advantage to Jericho, but it's not to say Jericho can't do it and then you can save them.
Yeah.
Or you can simply heal them a little bit. Like, I don't know how,
yeah.
That's also an option.
I can choose that, but
But if it was as simple as, like, you can heal them and then get what you want, like, the stakes of the arc are getting higher. Yeah.
I figured it would only be a little bit, but I guess, well, I might just wait until Jericho rolls and see what happens, and then I could try to heal from there.
All right.
If possible. But...
Okay. All right, Jericho. You ready?
I am. Jericho grasping Zephyr's forearm. We'll say before he starts casting the spell. How about you stay alive and look after your own nightmares? And I'm going to use a luck.
All right. Okay. Oh. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, give me the roll.
Awesome.
All right, 9. Awesome. It probably a good idea you use the luck. I think a 9, I might have let you have it, but still, either way.
Yeah.
As that's happening, we'll also say that Callista takes up some of the harm as well. Like, maybe afterwards you'll take, like, well, you tell me how many and then we'll go. But, yeah, sure enough.
Okay.
It's your forearm to forearm as the air fractal is being transferred to you, and it's a little bit different this time when the power transfers, but all of you take a step back. Actually, you take a few steps back because you know that it's going to be intense. And Flebs, you're the only one that doesn't initially. You are just watching. Actually, yeah, give me a sharp roll, Flebs. I want to see what you make of this.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
That's perfect. Oh, that's 5. That's so thematically perfect.
Yeah.
Because do you know what you
out for a sec.
Well, no, my friend. No. You watch and you feel a haze come over your eyes, and that voice enters your ears and says, "We need to have some of that sometime. That will be our ultimate meal." And you cannot take your eyes off Jericho, nor can you stop your mouth watering for a good 10-15 seconds before you snap to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. You
snap back to reality.
This is why I'm the DM.
Damn.
You silently. I don't think anyone notices, or maybe actually no. Does anyone want to roll to see if they notice? Like, actually, Jimmy, Fala, do you want to roll to see if you notice the drooling? Because Callista won't and Jericho won't. All right, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll roll to see.
That's a sharp roll, right?
Yeah, it's a sharp roll.
That would have been a perfect feeding opportunity.
Well, as I said, if you right now tried to feed on Jericho, it would kill you. I am not even kidding you. What he is implying, what he's implying though, is that you need to. He wants you to find a way to take the fractal abilities, which at present, and I'm not even trying to gamify this, you can't take them. That you do not know a way to take them, but he is getting in your head and being like, he's talking about the terms of the contract. Yeah, Jimmy, you don't see it. Fala, you watch his face glaze over and drool. And if you didn't know what you already knew about Flebs, it would be funny. Funny Flebs doing funny things. It's not funny. There's nothing about it to you that's funny. And Fala, I'd like you to make a history check.
Okay.
So,
10.
TJ,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Going forward, the feed ability, I'm not sure if you've read it, but any chance anytime there's a perfect opportunity for me to feed,
Mhm.
which wouldn't, this one would count, but I have to roll act under pressure
Oh, I
to
know.
resist it.
Don't you worry. I know.
Okay, cool.
I know. I have a plan. And this is thematic. Do you know what? I just love it when this game gives me opportunities to tie bits together. Fala, you are terrified of Flebs. Primal fear. Because in the time that you come from, where the calamity is hidden and Sturgeon has been bathed in a dusk-light style twilight, we know that there are certain elements that caused it. But what we didn't really know was the aftermath, because we haven't talked about it. In the aftermath of
No,
where
we
you
have
come
not.
from, Fala, there are people that made deals with those demons and nightmare creatures of deep intelligence that were waiting. And they became something unspeakable. A creature that feeds on its fellow man, woman, and child at any opportunity. And somehow Zepha knows about them because Zepha was able to see something around Flebs, and you see it. Just for a moment, you see a horrifying demon wrapped around Flebs' back and shoulders, whispering in his ear and making him drool as he stares hungrily at Jericho and Zepha. And you remember a very similar visage because it happened to your uncle. The night you left, your uncle started to feast on one of your siblings. And he had that exact same look on his face. And we're going to bounce this scene forward before we take our break. And Jericho, you do this as this scene is going on. You start the process. And the hardest part of doing this is the pain it inflicts. And sure enough, an arc of light erupts from Zepha, who is screaming in absolute pain and terror as their very soul is ripped apart for the second time in as many days. But as it's going on, and you feel the conflict of doing this to someone you respect again, you see a pair of hands come down and gently place upon yours and start to glow. And you turn and see Callista, who uses lay on hands and soothes the pain of Zepha. And as the scene pans out, and we see the group of you in this dilapidated and destroyed street, another fractal has gone down from the hunt, and the rankings are going to change. So we're going to have a reflection of the rankings in a minute. I'm guessing none of you do anything else at this point except go back to the Haven temporarily to put Zepha there. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that would
Unless,
be...
is there anything else you want to do beforehand, or are you good with that? I just need to make sure I know.
Not before
I'm
we
good.
go back to spaces, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna
I was just gonna
Teach
kind of
once we get back.
keep her distance
Mhm.
and
Okay.
Once we get to spaces.
What's that? Sorry, Flebs.
I just letting you know I have a question. Once
Okay.
We get back to spaces. and everything.
Well, do you want to ask it now before I move the clock ahead?
Yeah. What happens if I don't feed?
The terms of your agreement are going to become more difficult. Basically, let me just quickly get this up. So I think this is up to my interpretation as the keeper. But hold on a second. So I believe that the way I'm choosing to do it is that I very much want it to be like, if you don't want to do that, that is absolutely fine, but I will make it I will basically make it more difficult for you. So like, I realize that we still need to add in. So actually, because I realize you're still running a monstrous character sheet and you're not supposed to be. I thought Luce had changed yours to the demonic. No.
She totally customized it.
I made it the monstrous so that it had, like, if I made it a custom sheet, I couldn't have added the sub categories that the monstrous that he took from the monstrous, like the feeding.
Oh no,
So I
because the
just
point...
made it. I made
okay.
a monstrous base, but I added like the risen.
Wait, were you going with the
know.
risen or the demonic? I'm so sorry.
Risen.
Oh, you were doing that right. Of course you were. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I looked at that and I was like, hey, wait a second. No, that's fine. So
It's labeled as the monstrous just so that I could have those categories in there, but I added the risen.
oh, okay, I got you.
traits.
So basically, what I'm doing with it, Flebs, is that I very much want it to be like, you know what? We can do this now actually if you want. So you go towards the spaces in between, and you're sort of hanging back, and you take another step, and you enter a dark space. There's just nothing around you, and you hear that voice again, saying, well, you had an opportunity to take something, and you didn't. Why is that? I thought you wanted power and truth.
Jericho's my friend. I'm not gonna bite him.
But he has power. He has
I told
truth.
you I'm not gonna hurt anyone I care about.
Interesting. I think that means the terms of our agreement will have to change, my friend. And since you missed a feed, he is going to... There's a couple of things he could do. Either the next feed you have will be more, like, it'll be more visceral, like, whenever you get the opportunity, it'll be pretty uncomfortable. Like, it won't just be biting them, you will tear a human being to pieces. Or you give him access to your body for an hour.
Ooh, no.
Okay. So you're going to take the visceral feed then?
Yeah, I think that's better than relinquishing control.
Okay. If you get an opportunity to feed, though, and it's not an appropriate time, you're going to have to roll to resist again, and it will get harder.
Okay.
Okay. He says, okay, I see you don't want to share this body. That's fine. That's fine. But the next time you see someone you want to take a bite out of, you can't just stop at one. See you soon, Flebs. And
Okay.
You are taken back into there, and you look and see Julia, and she is ripping a bird to shreds. Like, it is not even like an acute. She is like she's actually taken her teeth and she's ripping out the guts.
Oh, Julia.
She looks at you and hisses, like she's like feral right now, eating it.
Oh, you're still a sweetie.
All right. So you guys go back into the spaces in between. Yeah. Tell me what you guys do.
Well, I'm assuming we
Luce, you have some technical problem going on that. You had like a huge surge of like electrical energy go through your mic.
Oh.
Seems to be okay now. Yep. Okay. Carry on.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I assume we put Zephyr somewhere safe.
Yeah.
With...
Oh God.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's still doing it. Like every now and then when you speak, it goes like it does like a weird electrical sound. Yeah, like a. Zzz.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
okay.
feedback. I think it's a feedback thing with your connection. You need to unplug and replug it in. It's when the Oh, that is a harsh sound.
Maybe if there's a different port you could plug your mic into.
No, Zephyr looks like almost exactly what I thought Zephyr would look like.
Yeah, I told you.
I know, low key, no kidding.
Yeah, they're a delightfully androgynous individual.
Is this better?
Yes.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay. I plugged it into a different port, so
Okay.
maybe that helped.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, what I was saying was, I assume we put Zephyr somewhere safe.
Yeah. You can put them like in a booth, or one of the gang will come and have a look at him.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
Then Callista will go toward. Sorry. Where are is there like a room that we could just like?
Yeah, there's
go
the
to
back
sit in
room.
private
Yeah,
that's not in the open bar.
Yeah, Sully's got a back room. You just need to ask him for it, but that's fine.
Okay. Then I'll go do that. Callista will go do that.
Okay.
She'll go over to the bar and kind of lean over and say, may we please borrow your back room for a moment?
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you have got a problem you need to solve? Wink, wink.
Something like that.
Yeah, sure, no problem. No questions asked.
She doesn't completely understand the implications of that.
Way
but...
over close to his head.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean it. See, I just meant. Okay, all right. Y'all need to get your minds out of the gutter. That was not what Sully meant.
What was the wink? Wait, what were
the
you
wink,
implying,
because he thought you wanted to kill someone and dump the body in there.
Okay.
Y'all are
still,
nasty.
Still. I mean, even then, Callista's just got kind of like, yeah, there's a problem. Sure. So anyway, okay, so she goes back to the group and kind of beckons them forward and says, let's find somewhere more quiet to talk.
Okay. Before leaving, like Jericho, like, hey Zephy, you okay? You need anything to drink?
Oh, Zephyr is not conscious. Zephyr is out.
Yeah,
like a fucking...
he was doing that. He was doing that to be kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheddar comes over and is just sitting there expectantly, and he puts his head on Zephyr's chest.
Oh.
Good boy, Cheddar.
Oh,
Watch after me.
Can Fala would now be a good time to go?
Yep.
Heal Zephyr.
Sure.
Okay,
No,
I'll go over.
Zephyr's fine. Zephyr is
Oh, okay.
Zephyr's out for now. You can do the healing in a bit. That's fine.
Okay,
They're fine for the time being.
Oh, good. Fala's just keeping her distance while not taking her eyes off of Flebs then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's go have a talk in the back.
Jimmy follows Callista.
Yeah.
Jericho puts his arm around Flebs. Come on, Flebs, let's go.
Alright. Yeah, I got some splaining to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So once we go into the back room, Callista lets everyone go in first and then shuts the door, and she immediately turns to Flebs and walks up close to him and says, "What are you?"
It's complicated, but basically, I'll do my best to explain. So, after Nautilus told me I was Gravedigger and I wasn't actually alive, that hit me pretty hard, and it's still not sitting well with me. And all the choices you make might have something to do with the fact that you're still alive, and coming to the realization that you're dead changes you. And I felt that in my current state I wasn't strong enough. And so I sort of reached out. TJ, was I just reaching out into the ether?
Yep, you were basically doing anything you can to get a connection to something. You were kind of recklessly doing so, I might add.
Yes. So I was reaching out for something to benefit my strength, I guess. And lo and behold, don't go looking for the king because you just might find him. This being, shadowy, figure appeared in my room and bit me. And Julia. So you guys can tell, Julia's kind of fucking shit up now. And so now I have these new abilities. And I also have to feed on people occasionally, maybe 3 times per hunt ish, I would say. And don't worry, I'm still your guys' friend, and I'm not gonna bite anyone here, I promise. But I'm definitely probably gonna need you guys' help to manage this. I know, I'm sorry, this is not your burden to bear, and this was not my intent, but it's kind of the hand I was dealt. So I apologize for anything that may happen in advance, and I hope you guys understand where I was at and why I may have been reaching out for more.
To apologize. I don't know that you know what you've done here, Flebs.
Jericho's
Yeah,
got
I
him
could
now.
feel you looking at me. And when Jericho was glowing white, I kind of felt this intense urge to bite.
When you say that, you don't say that. The voice in your head stops you and says, "No, no, 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 no. That's not how we win friends and influence people. No, 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 no. You just tell them you were surprised because you'd never seen it before. Tell them." That voice will not let you.
Resist this.
Okay? So act under pressure. Sure. But if it goes wrong, the contract's going to get amended again. But yeah.
Oh, man.
No, it's okay. I like this.
Flebs, I like
Oh
it.
dear. Okay. This time he says, "Oh, are you? You're trying. Oh, you don't see how this works, do you? Okay. So you don't want to. You want to tell them about me. You want to tell them what's going on? Then I want your body."
I mean, I feel like they're gonna find out.
They might, Flebs, but they don't have to find out at the first hurdle, my friend. But if you want to tell them, that's fine. But I get access to your body.
Find access.
I will get to
Control?
control you.
For an hour?
Just 1 hour.
Only if I tell them.
If you don't tell them, then nothing. If you listen to me, then you don't have to do anything. Our contract can stay the same. But if you tell them, if you defy me, then I will amend the contract again. And you will give me access to your body for an hour. Choice is yours. Lie.
That's not gonna
or let me
happen,
in.
friend.
Then you are going to lie to
Who's
You
them.
said we're
talking to?
friends.
Then you are
Let's
going.
talk to over there.
You are going to lie to them and tell them that you were surprised by what you saw. You do not tell them anything about me.
So yeah. Anyways, what I was saying, guys, is when Jericho was glowing, it was just so unexpected.
Such a bad
What does he mean by that?
Callista's been listening to this with like growing a mix of like concern and some like her expression has been kind of like getting more stern the more he speaks, and she's still standing pretty close to him, and she says, "Flebs, did you or did you not reach out to something and make a deal?"
I'm gonna consult with the voice in my head for a sec.
No, stop doing that.
Nope, not this time. It's up to you, bud. What do you want to do?
So if I say yes, out of character,
You can say yes, but you just can't tell them anything.
Contract.
No. You've already told them that you reached out, but you just can't tell them anything about the voice. You like anything about it, not the name, not what it looks like. But you can tell them you made a contract. That's obvious. You've done something, but you can't tell them anything. They can try and probe you. That much they can do, but you can't tell them anything other than yes, I made a contract.
Okay. So, yes, Callista, I did. And you know what? I can turn into a bat.
They already saw that.
And I shapeshift into a bat. Do I get
Wait, what now?
That's what you made a pact for.
That's just one of the benefits.
Buddy, if you're a bat, you are not talking. You're not talking if you're a bat. No. No, we're not having bat creature Flebs voice. Like,
on.
hello, guys, I am a bat. Screech, screech. Hang on.
Callista.
Let me just
that
change
was
again.
content.
Hello, guys, I am a rat in a hat. Squeak, squeak. No.
Boy, I should
No.
go for some cheese right now.
No, boy,
If
boy, I could really go and crawl into a chef's hat and make him make some great food right now.
Oh my God.
Mmm.
Hey guys, it's me, Flebs. I'm Disney Pixar's Ratatouille.
Hey guys, it's me, Flebs. I'm Stuart Little. Adopt me. Adopt me now.
Oh my God.
Aren't I
This
cute?
is-
Okay, if
Julia would
Flebs is
definitely
turning
eat
into
you.
a bat directly in front of Callista, she's gonna take a step back and.
Yeah,
in
I imagine
surprise.
that's definitely gonna get a reaction, Flebs. Yeah, sure. Well, he's done
Yeah.
it. So, sure. Let's keep
Can
let's
you-
keep this train rolling.
Do you not have to roll for that? Do you just? Do
I
it?
mean,
You
he's
just
he's,
do it?
he's not doing it for anything. Like, if he was doing it for something,
okay.
then I'd make him probably roll. But like, he's just doing it for dramatic effect. Like he changes and then changes back if he's gonna keep talking. You're not staying in bat form. Absolutely not. Or rat form.
Yeah. I switch into a bat and I fly around the room a little bit,
Mhm.
and then I switch back.
Okay.
And I'm
You
like,
made a deal with an otherworldly being to turn into a rat with wings. I could have just turned you into a rat with wings for like a few minutes. If that's what you wanted. I mean,
oh man, why didn't you tell me that?
I didn't know you go and make deals with like with invisible things, man. I didn't know.
Well, I may have made a deal. So, contract, if you will.
Motherfuckers should really just be signing. Wait, did he say 3 people per hunt?
Uh,
What kind of
Callista's
frame of time is that?
Flux has
know?
always spoken in meta. Let's be honest.
3 people per hunt.
Like a hunt could be a day. A hunt could be like a week, a month. Like, what is
Do you
the
remember
frame?
like episode 1?
It
Flux was like,
varies.
"Yeah, I'm the expert." Like,
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm the expert. Adjust glasses like anime.
Flux has always spoken in meta. Yeah, Callista is kind of just looking off into like when Flebs changes back, she's kind of looking off into a middle distance, and she kind of just looks like, what's the word? It kind of devastated a little bit.
But they don't know why.
No, and
None
she
of them
doesn't
know
say
why.
anything about it.
No,
She's
of course.
just kind of like, y'all can keep talking, but she's not gonna say anything else yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can switch to a bat, or a rat with wings, or a rat bat with a hat. However you want to think of it. I also have dominion over lesser humans, which could be beneficial. If you run into somebody, just an average Joe.
What is categorized as a lesser? That sounds terrible to say out loud, by the way. What is categorized as a lesser human?
That'd be me. I'm a lesser human.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from the
Follow
future.
there.
It's okay. You got fall on the head. You're okay. No, you're
I'm
I
sure
mean-
that does not help Fala's
No,
fear of
no,
Flebs.
it wouldn't.
Nope.
I don't think Fala would, because Zephyr was, for all intents and purposes, human, right? It's just a stronger fractal version of a human, so they could resist. I would imagine some humans could resist too.
Yeah, she's from the future. She has all that future stink on her.
Yeah.
Future.
Yeah,
stink.
that's it.
Wow.
It's the
Fudge is
future
not
meat. It's
gonna-
not very tasty.
Yeah.
Fala just Fala looks at Flebs and just shakes her head, and I don't think you grasp the gravity of this deal you've taken and what
yeah.
you've done.
I agree, and
Oh, well, good.
For-
At least we're self-aware.
for what it's worth, I didn't know this was gonna happen like this. I was hoping for just, some more powers. But this is what I got. But my plan only feed on evil, bad people. And if I absolutely have to, someone that we all agree that we don't like.
And what if no one who fits that criteria is around, and your desire overwhelms you, Flebs?
Exactly. I don't think this is as simple as you're going to make it out to be.
Well, so TJ,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't feed,
Mm-hmm.
I give up control for an hour. Is
Yep.
that,
Yep.
Okay.
That's how it starts.
and I can't tell them that.
Nope. Not unless you want to. Not unless you want to
So-
give up that control.
Yeah, no.
Of course you don't.
We'll just have
This
to
is what we
cross that
call dramatic
bridge when we
tension.
get to it, friends.
Oh yeah, lying to them is not going to go down well.
I don't want to break the contract.
I know, I love it. I just love the fact that this is a bad situation for you.
This
You
is a
chose,
great-
in fairness, when you said
great
to me, I want to be a
choices to
character
make.
that eats people, I'm like, okay, so you want to do morally grey shit. I'm going to make this hard on you. Because you can't, I love it. Like, you're going from
I
a
like-
good
yeah, I
guy
love
to a guy who wants to eat human beings.
But he still wants to be a good guy.
Yeah, but eating human beings is not a good guy thing. I can't stress this enough. But I'm fine. As I said, like,
Yeah,
it's
that's the only bad thing I do.
right. No,
for
you're right.
now.
No, you're right. You're right. For now.
I'm getting a little sick of people going up on themselves and coming back with, "Hey guys, I made a deal with some kind of extraterrestrial fucking being."
Well, Flebs is
Doesn't
not
generally
extraterrestrial.
go
Like
well.
yeah,
technically.
never mind.
All right, so you've just lied to them. What do you guys want to do?
Jericho kind of looks at Callista like, "Well,
Fala's just exasperated and just kind of walks off into a corner frustrated because she's going to lose it because he's just not taking this seriously.
Callista's still kind of staring off, seeming stuck in her own head for a bit.
Yep. Flebs, how do you feel about this? Because you're watching your friends and they are, both horrified and disappointed in you.
Flebs is feeling pretty upset, but understandably, he understands that why his friends are upset,
Okay.
and the gravity's the weight of the whole situation is kind of sinking in.
Yeah.
And Flebs is taking it seriously as much as you might try and make light of every possible situation. It's kind of feeling like, oh shit, this might actually come back and bite me in the ass and my friends.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Okay. Jimmy, you've been very quiet. Let's go to you. What do you want to do? What are you thinking?
I would like to punch Flebs.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I thought
The
that might
last
happen.
time you did that.
All right, yeah. Ross kick some ass. Well, I mean, it's a bit. I mean, Flebs is made of sterner stuff now. In fairness, he's not weak anymore.
Yeah.
The only truly,
That's true.
yep, 11.
Oh god.
God.
The only
Last
truly
time it was a
human one is
7.
Fala. Yeah, on an 11,
Yeah.
you rear
Do I
back.
still have my harm?
Probably you've only just gone back to the building.
Okay, so I'm already kind of fucked up.
You.
I imagine like someone.
I
Well,
just
Flip.
fucking die.
Well, no, it won't.
Really
It won't
decision
kill
a
you.
giant gorilla fish fucking sent them flying.
Well,
Ah, damn it.
Flebs, you got 3 harm. You're about to take 3 more. That puts you on. You're unstable. So Jimmy rears back and hits you so hard that your head goes through the drywall. And
God.
you are out cold, and you're just sort of lying there. You take 3 harm.
Can it be said
Mhm.
that punch would have killed normal Flebs?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
And people take note, like, oh shit, Flebs.
Yeah. You know, it didn't kill you, but you are out. You are out cold.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say I listened to the Hotel Inertia elevator scene like a couple days ago, and this is giving me some deja vu right now. But also this time, I feel like it's a little bit more justified.
Yeah.
Quite a bit more justified.
It's a lot more serious
Um,
news that time. Yeah.
Jimmy looks at everyone and be like, he shouldn't have lied. And he leaves.
Mm.
Do they know that I lied?
I think they could tell
We
you're
could
lying.
tell-
Yeah.
We could tell by the way you was
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, we can tell
Flebs.
that you at
Because
least.
I'm just.
I don't
altered
think
At
you-
least avoiding
everything.
something.
Yeah, I don't think you fooled
Yeah.
anybody there.
I'm
Like
hiding.
Flebs as general is not good at lying. He has a certain way of talking, and I think it becomes more obvious. So yeah, they know you. They all know you lied.
Same in real life.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible liar.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Callista to like I imagine Jericho Flebs or sorry, Jericho, Fala, and Callista just kind of stand there in silence for a second, processing that, like after the door closes behind Jimmy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for
and
sure.
then
Flebs.
and then to Jericho and Fala, but without looking at them, Callista says, I have been where he's been. Lost. I don't understand why, instead of reaching out to the darkness, he could have reached out to us. And then she goes and tries to help him get out of the wall.
Mm.
Jericho also try to help him out of the wall, and in response say, sometimes people just feel powerless and just want more, not really for themselves, but to help people they care about. I'll talk to Endicott about this. If there's something I can do to stop him from feeding, maybe there's something we can do to like substitute some feeding sometimes.
TJ,
Mm-hmm.
out of character, I have a
Mhm.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the future, we could come up with a way. This is like
Change
V
class
Rising.
again?
No.
No.
In V Rising, you can capture people
Uh-huh.
and siphon their blood and put them into bottles, so you can just have blood on demand.
Sure. You'll need
Like a
to.
blood bank.
You'll need to figure
Yeah.
out this pact first. You'll need to either find a way to make it work and symbiosis, or change your sponsor. But right now, you got a problem on your hands. But yeah. I mean, in the long run, when you get this under control and you either satiate this individual or you find someone new, yes, I think that would be a good idea. But got to get through this first.
Okay, I'm gonna DM you real quick.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Okay.
Do we need to roll to get Flebs out of the wall?
I
or
thought it was
can we
gonna
just
take
do
on
that?
3. On 3. 1.
On 3.
Yeah, no, so Pink Gunkerson, who has been healing up, stumbles over and just looks and says, well, damn, I'm glad that ain't me. Fuck, and I got off easy with a fucking bullet. Nice aim, by the way. And just kind of winks at you, Fala. And then Sully just looks at you and says, oh, god damn it. All right, let me go and get the butter. And,
Sorry, Sully.
yeah, I take it out of your tab. You
You
got...
that Victor's pay.
He doesn't get paid. And then, yeah, you guys can haul out Flebs. Yeah, is there anything you want to do before we move the clock forward?
I
That would
think
be
I'm good.
Jericho.
Okay.
Although, point of order, we brought Victor back too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Chewy
one of these guys
carried him.
knows.
Chewy carried him. He is just unconscious.
Okay.
But yeah, she brought him
So
back.
we have three, well, 2 drained fractals and 1 unconscious fractal just like chilling in the booth right now.
Correct.
We can make like an AA group for like fractals after this is all done.
God, I know.
I don't think Babylon would appreciate that right now, but yeah, sure. So we'll move the clock forward a little bit. Everyone can heal up. Your harm is gone.
Nice.
And Capri nudges you after about 2 hours and says, Callista, I don't wish to bother you, but the rankings have been updated. I think Jericho may need to see this. And they're in the character info right now. And for the benefit of the audience, ranking 1, the first fractal. Ranking 2, death, aka the inevitable destruction. Rank 3, life, aka the vitality. Rank 4, space, aka the endless expanse. Rank 5, water, aka the deluge. Rank 6, time, aka the beautiful cadence. Rank 7, lightning, aka the stormbringer. Rank 8, earth, aka the upheaval. Unranked, luck, aka prosperity, MIA. Dreams, aka the nightmare catcher, unknown. And then at the bottom it has eliminated. Fire, aka brimstone. Paint, aka the stain. Air, aka the squall. And shadows, aka the umbral weaver.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So Zephyr, I thought, was the upheaval.
They were.
Okay, so somebody took Zephyr's
Mm-hmm.
fractal and exchanged it for the air one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I misunderstood.
Got it.
I
Okay.
thought that Zephyr had both, and
Nope.
Jericho just took both.
Nope.
Got
Nope.
it. Okay. Cool. That was
And
on
Jericho, if you want to, I know you want to ask this, why you've ran down the rankings. If you want to ask Capri that, I will, by all means.
Yeah, I'm assuming
You just hear
Callista took.
Jericho scream, "What?"
I'm assuming Callista took Capri
Yeah.
over to Jericho.
Yeah. I am so sorry to upset you, Jericho. Please do not be mad at me. I am just a little boy. The
It's
rank.
okay, little boy.
Okay. The rankings shifted because while you did beat the Squall was ranked lower than you. If you are asking me, you should be ranked number 1, aside from Callista.
Fair enough,
Callista gives
fair
Jericho a smug look.
Callista is the strongest being in existence. It is nothing personal.
No, it's true. That is true. She's the strongest being in existence. That's completely right. She also grasps concepts like humor, and she's intelligent. And sorry, I'm hurt and I'm lashing out. Can you continue?
You okay, bud?
Yeah,
No.
do you need a hug? Would you like to borrow the Umbreon plushie? I'm sure Callista would like to share.
I think he does. I think he needs. Yes, he does want that.
And then, like, Capri just turns to you and says, Callista, would you mind sharing?
I'm okay. I'm okay without the umbrella.
He's not okay. He's not okay.
I will put you through that flip size hole in the back.
I will tell you the moment you're supposed to die.
Capri just leans in closer to you, Callista, and says, would you like me to tranquilize him? He seems distressed.
Not yet.
Very well.
No one is tranquilized. Wait.
You did not hear that. You did not hear that.
Really? Okay, guys.
Callista is watching Jericho with narrowed eyes now. But yeah.
Perhaps we need to blow off some steam. Maybe we should go to the monkey pit.
I don't.
Let's
Sounds
do
cool.
this.
No.
Would you like me-
No.
Would you like me to call monkey pit representative?
think we're all right.
And you hear
Really?
you hear something go, no, not in my bar, no, fuck, no, go outside for that shit. You aren't doing that in my bar again.
Oh man.
If you want to call in Wolfgang, you want to call in Samson, that's fine, but you're not doing that in my fucking bar.
I truly do not think we have time for that.
We'll clean up. You're all right. Fine.
Guys, I hate to be that person, but we tried to go to the fucking radio station like 4 times.
Yeah,
and
the circus.
the circus. Yes, the circus.
Oh, right.
Circuses and
Four
radio
times.
stations are
Every
very
time.
Go
similar.
to the circus.
And he points at the door, and every time we step over that fucking threshold, I'm back in JJ's fucking weird fucking The Price is Right room.
It is okay, Jericho. Circuses and radio stations are very similar, I'm sure.
Thank you for understanding, Capri.
Yes. I agree. I think the sooner we get to the circus and actually get to the circus, the better.
Hell yeah, I've never been to the circus. What exactly?
Yes.
What are we gonna? What kind of circus is it?
Are you asking Capri?
Yeah, I guess so.
What would that be? What role would that be for Capri? I guess it'd be a
a
sharp
sharp
roll.
thing?
Yeah, I guess he'd roll sharp. Okay. Let me get his character sheet up.
I think your stream is having audio issues, TJ.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's getting pretty scratchy.
Okay. Oh, he has a -1. He looks at you and says, I do not have the faintest idea. I am as excited as you are.
Okay, well, let's go to the circus.
Yeah, I've restarted
Let's
it.
find out.
During that like
Yeah, much
exchange,
better, thank you.
Jericho's like rapidly looking at the list and looking over at at Victor passed out and looking over the list and looking over Victor passed out. How did he move above me? He's been asleep for like a day.
And Endercott's there if you want to ask him as well. Like she mentioned, like you got all your NPCs kind of gathered together. It's like a Mass Effect situation. You can go around and talk to all of them.
Oh right, Muldoon's coming with us, isn't he?
Yeah, Muldoon is there. He's sitting with
I
Endicott
forgot
right.
about that.
They're drinking at the bar right now.
Okay.
What a crazy duo to be drinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they friends now? Because
So
we thought we'd never put them together.
the two of them are raising a glass, and Paint Gunkerson is next to them, and they say "Kampai," and they all drink.
I wonder if I hated Van Guggers. This is crazy.
I mean, he
What?
looks
What a
he
quick
looks
go for
drunk as shit. So maybe it's just that he doesn't mind him. Maybe he's got respect for him now. He's Paint's fort and stuff. I don't know. I don't know until you go and talk to them. It doesn't exist until you talk to them.
Callista's looking over at them and is like, "What happened while we were gone?
Oh
How
yeah,
long were we gone for?"
Sully about 3 hours. But Sully's like, oh yeah. Well, Muldoon wanted some liquid courage. Endicott suggested he try computer dust. Muldoon said that it's not the 70s anymore, and he can't do that or his wife will find out. So they agreed to have some drinks. Paint Gunkerson came back, pretty pale, and said he needed his special brew paint. And here we are. They're bastardizing my drinks.
And Sully, I just need to make sure this is known. Endicott knows that Muldoon is a cop, right?
I haven't
Oh.
actually told him. Well, you gotta remember that technically Muldoon is an ex-cop. So, maybe not okay, but I don't think he knows.
I'm not gonna mention
Nobody-
it. I'm not going to mention
Nobody talk about that. I
Nobody telling.
if I have to fight Endicott, I will, but I just don't think that'll go very well for me.
it. Do not,
So,
no, don't. Why are you trying to fight my Cirque and father? Don't do that.
well, he's trying to fight mine, so.
This is hilarious.
Okay, well.
It's like a
And I
dad.
just want to fight somebody.
Wait, so, I mean, Jimmy, if
You
you
already
want to do the
fought
monkey
Flebs.
pit, Jimmy, you only need to ask Capri.
Okay, we don't have time for a monkey pit cutaway.
I'm not No, I think we should leave.
The sooner we get to the circus, I'm sure we will find someone to fight there.
That's what I'm
Alternatively,
hoping
we'll step out the door and be in JJ's fucking.
Well, that just makes it even
situation.
more fucking better for me. Yes,
Right,
let's
and
do
you can
this.
Try to fight him, I guess.
All right, everyone, grab your shit. Let's just go.
Okay, we need to. We probably should talk to the NPCs briefly, though.
For sure.
Also, is Flebs
Am I
conscious?
still unconscious?
You are.
We need to resolve that.
You're not. You're probably. I mean, it's been like a little bit. Like you're probably awake now and just a pounding headache.
Can Flebs be sitting at the bar and ask for like a blood merlot or something?
You can roll to ask Sully. I don't think he'd just give you blood. But yeah, roll charm.
Sully's a human?
Sully is no. He's kind of
God.
he's kind of a ghoul. He's not
No,
alive.
for mental dominion.
Well, does it work on undead people? And do you
Dark
really want to try and
Negotiator,
do you want to
use
try
to
and dominate
manipulate
the owner?
someone.
Do you want to try and dominate the owner of your haven? Because I don't know if that goes bad, he might just ban you from coming in. You can try. Hey, no, you know what? You can try.
Out of character. Do not dominate a guy that pours the drinks.
Oh,
Yeah, don't bite the hand that.
Yeah.
out of character too. Flebs, please do so I can punch you again.
No, if you lay hands on him again, it's gonna be for the title. It's gonna be for the monkey pit title.
I'm all for it.
All right. I'm just gonna manipulate someone.
Okay.
That's what you want, right, TJ?
Yes, but yeah. But I mean, no. If you want to do dominate, go for it.
No. That's too.
I'm just advising you of some things that I think would be a bad decision. All right, 11. He looks and he says, "Ah, right. You did the pact with the. Okay. Yeah. You know what, Flebs? You know what? I'm gonna throw you a bone. I'll give you some blood. Can it be your own? Because I got a lot of that on the walls.
I don't think it works that way.
Fine. All right. I'll get you your blood. What do you want to mix with?
Some grapes.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Sure, but why
Like
not?
wine. Like
Yeah, no,
blood
I know.
merlot.
Hey. I run a bar. I know what makes wine. You sass me again, and you're gonna deal with my head of security. And he points to Chewy, who's like punching his hand in the face.
What did Chewy get a job? What did Chewy get a job here?
When he's here, he's head of security. Trust me. That man fought that man's the monkey pit fighting champion. I'm like, that's my security.
Jimmy's
You
like
know,
punching the palm
at one
of his
point-
own
Yes.
hand.
Yes.
I used to have that belt that Chewy had.
Oh.
So get ready for that rematch or the.
Just a
title
moment.
fight.
Just one moment. Hey, Capri. Yeah, he said it. Yeah, just
What?
1 second.
Oh no.
He said it.
And you see, so he throws you the drink and says, "Hey, good luck." And he gives you your drink with grapes, and the bar shutters come down, and
Jericho goes to the back room. Jericho goes to the back room.
the monkeys come back in, like they form in.
Fala just sits next to Muldoon at the bar and just pours a shot of whatever
Muldoon's like,
alcohol
"Hey,
she can
there she is, future girl. Come get a drink with your Uncle Muldoon. Hey, Callie,
Yeah, okay.
Callie,
What
get
are we
over
drinking?
here."
What are we drinking?
I fucking don't know. It's some paint mixture. It just feels fucking good.
Oh, you took the paint. All right,
I'm
fine.
seeing paint
All right.
Jesus.
All right, let's pour a glass.
Endicott's just like, "Oh, Callista, don't be such a prude. You are from stranger tides. Come sit with your father Muldoon and your uncle Endicott the Effervescent, who gave you all those names. Come.
Come on,
Are
take a drink. Let's
our
go.
monkeys about to start firing
Yep.
again because it's so
Yep.
Yes,
close?
that's
Okay,
why we're
Callista's-
drinking
okay,
first.
Callista's gonna stand in front of the three of them and just kind of
Capri floats in front of you and says, "Do not worry, Callista. I will protect you. No harm will come to you while I am here." This
I
tiny little orb.
appreciate that.
The
I'm
name
going to protect them. So
that is a good idea, but you need protecting too. the name of the fight booker, was it Samson or was it Wolfgang? Because I have Samson.
Samson, I
Okay.
thought?
Samson
All right.
in my
All right, Samson like walks in, ooh, and he says, wonderful, Chewy, our champion, you have returned. Are you looking to defend your title against Bubbles, or maybe Uka Uka, or perhaps you're looking to go up against Knuckles?
Neither. I'm
Oh.
looking to challenge the former champion.
All right, I can't.
Fleb.
I need to close my window before I do this.
Callista lifts her wings to shield Muldoon, Endicott, and Flebs. Or sorry, Fala. There's the three of them sitting at the tables.
Like you hear like all of them going, ooh, 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 like, and they all just like fucking jumping up and down. And then like some of the monkeys, they have like signs, like and like you can make out the words like Flebs, and then just like bunches of drawings and like feces. And then on the other side you see Chewy. Like there's a lot more Chewy signs, and there's like there's like a big fucking there's a big silverback going, Chewy shirts, get your Chewy shirts over here.
Oh my god.
And there's one, it's like, I saw Chewy massacre a human being, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Fala waves her hand over here.
Oh,
Over
you
here,
got
t-shirt.
okay, how much you got? How many bananas you got over there, sweet cheeks?
How much? Sure.
Callista lowers her wings slightly so that Fala can do this.
Give me three bananas for the cutie over
Okay.
there. Okay, all right.
All right.
And you just toss them over, and you get the shirt. It's like an X. That's like a bedtime shirt. And then like next to it, gathering some dust, is a bunch of Flebs Pez dispensers. Like they're just like it's like a going out of sale thing. But then next to that is a
section.
bunch of Julia merch, and it is just almost empty. It's almost completely gone. Like there's a Julia plushie, and it's almost like there's almost none left. And Caprice goes, Callista, would you like the Julia plushie? I will get you one.
I'm alright. Thanks.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Callista's standing, again, like in front of the three of them with her arms crossed, just like glaring at the like the scene in front of her. And it's just like, thank you, but I'm just gonna stand here and make sure nobody gets to them.
Fala's already got the t-shirt on and pokes her head around. I'll take a plushie.
Julia's so cute.
Okay, and that's 5 bananas. These are going quick like hotcakes.
All right, she takes bananas from behind the bar.
So I was like, Jesus. Well, it's meant to be shuttered, so you just sneak in and grab them.
Back.
All right, so now you've got a Julia plushie, and yeah, Samson's like, well, we did say there should be a rematch for the true championship. Do you have any words for your challenger, Chewy?
No, I don't.
No. And challenger, former champion, Flebicus, do you have any words for your champion?
Best man win.
Okay. All right. The area clears, and you see like the belt being taken off of Chewy's like it's like obviously being taken off of his I can't think of the word off his waist and being held up by by Samson, who's like, well, it is time for a defense of the Monkey Pit Fighting Championship belt. Ladies and gentlemen, your reigning, defending, undisputed champion, Chewy. And you hear like they all like ooh. And obviously Chewy, I'm assuming you've turned into you've gone into like Sasquatch mode. No, you're in human mode. Ooh.
No, yet I'm still human.
All right. And the challenger, he's the former Monkey Fighting Pit champion, Flebs. And you hear it like a smash, Flebs. All right. Both of you give me a sharp roll. Let's see who goes first.
We don't need to. I would like the challenger to go first.
Okay.
As the champion.
Oh, shit.
All right, Flebs.
So just tough roll, right? We're just gonna.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll kick some ass if you want.
Fight Chewy.
You're gonna have to. It's a. I mean, he's gonna fight you. I feel like I can say that very clearly. Yeah, it's a monkey fighting pit. This is a
Do I
fight.
have to bite Chewy?
You have
No, not
No,
bite.
not
Fight.
bite,
No,
yeah.
fight.
Okay. Yeah, I said bite.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Oh.
So we'll fight Chewy. Just tough roll, right?
It will kick some ass or tough roll. Depends what your move is. All right, 9. Well, what is the tough roll? What are you doing?
Just throw a punch.
Well, that'd be kick some ass, my friend. Not a tough roll. Because that tough is what you use when you're
Well,
using a strength contest, like an arm wrestle or whatever. But like, I don't have a metric
Yeah.
for your that. So yeah, it'd be kick some ass.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You want me to roll again
Yes, sir.
or just use that?
No.
Okay.
Use that.
Kick some ass.
Okay. What move? 13. What do you do on the 13?
Flebs has newfound strength
Mm-hmm.
and agility, so just do like a spinning roundhouse kick, like
Okay.
Spike Spiegel.
Okay.
Bebop.
Yeah, so you dash in, you duck low, and then you spin kick and send him careening into one of the booths. Jimmy, you take 2 harm.
Okay.
All right, bud. And what do you do back once you recover?
All right.
All my harm is gone, right? It has to be.
Yeah, it's gone for now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah. Chewy will stand up, dust himself off, look at Flebs.
Mm-hmm.
Chewy would like to rage.
All right. Yeah, I saw that one coming. All right. Give me a tough roll. Let's see how well you control the rage. Okay, yeah, you control it perfectly on a 12. Are you going into that enhanced state, or are you just in controlled rage right now?
No, just in controlled rage right now.
Okay. You rip the bracer off and you just explode with power. All right. Let's see what you do. What kick some ass roll are you gonna give me?
I'm gonna roll first, and we'll see what happens. But
All right.
yes,
All right. I don't think Flebs knows about your level of vitality. So, all right. Okay. 13. What are you doing on a 13?
so I'm gonna use a claw attack
Yep.
on Flebs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just claw across his chest from like shoulder to hip, going both ways though, from left shoulder to right hip and right shoulder to left hip,
Yep.
like in an X pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna do 4 harm to Flebs.
Yes, it is.
-1.
It is. Oh yeah, because you've got a protection on that. Yeah. So it's 3 harm.
Immortal.
Yes, you both have the immortal tag. So that is brutal. So he does a double slash, and you take a step back, and you are bleeding all over the place. And that voice comes into your ear, Flebs, and says, "Oh, looks a bit difficult out there. If only you had an ability to unlock another form. Oh wait, you do. You just need to let me have access."
Fuck. How badly do I want this title?
Like how you have like a little tutorial like prompt in your head.
Okay.
Oh god.
And say, out of character, don't be a bitch, Flebs.
Mm-hmm.
Back in character.
That could,
I almost choked.
that
Oh,
could go
I'm-
either way.
Okay. Let Flebs do his thing. Do your thing,
You
Flebs.
got your forms, I got my forms.
I mean,
Let's
to be fair, if
roll
you do give in to this, it is going to change the next session very dramatically. So I'm just letting you know that. But you can. I mean, it also doesn't guarantee you'll win here, but you know, you.
Nah, I won't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tell me what the roll is.
I don't want to scare everybody away.
Okay.
Kick some ass.
Okay. All right. So that was a 11. Okay, what do you do?
Let's see. Can I shapeshift into? It says you can change your form usually into an animal.
Yeah, yours is a bat and a rat. You've already chosen that. I can't let you change it to something. That would be retroactively messing with it.
I won't shift to a bat.
This is why
that would be great.
Do you remember when I told you and I was like, hey, are you sure you want to be a rat and a bat? And you were like, yep. And I was like, okay. You chose that, not me. So.
I'm still sure about that.
No, that's fine, but it's not going to give you any benefit fighting. I mean, if you want to be a rat and run through and bite his ankles, that's fine.
No.
Okay. But the shapeshifter is not for kicking ass. That's for investigating mysteries.
Gotcha. So the bat makes more sense for that. Okay.
Correct.
So I'm just going to try and punch Jimmy
Okay.
in the ribs the same way he punched me in my ribs.
Okay. All right, so your punches, it's probably going to do, well, you got 3 harm for teeth and life drain for 1. Probably like a 2. I'd say you give 2 harm to Jimmy. I think that's fair. All right, Jimmy, what are we doing?
I'm going to stand there and take Flebs' punches.
Yep.
And then I'm going to roll to kick some ass before I decide what I'm going to say and what I'm going to do.
Okay. Go for it. An 8, so you two inflict harm on each other.
It's fine. I just look down at Flebs and smile. And I will use a claw attack again.
Mm-hmm.
This time to Flebs' right arm.
Okay. All right. And Flebs, in return, do you get a kickoff? Do you sweep his legs? What do you do? Because I feel like your attack will have to land before his does.
Yeah, kick to the head.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you crack him in the side of the head as his hand is already coming down, and you do 2 harm to him, but I believe he does 4 harm to you. With the
yes, it's 4 harm to Flebs.
Yeah,
minus 1, so it'll be 3 harm
yeah,
again.
so Flebs, you are, you got, yeah, I'm just checking, you got, okay, you are on jelly legs, my friend, and you go down. That arm is bleeding bad, and that voice again says, it looks like it might be lights out for you. Are you sure you don't want me to help you out a little bit?
Yes, I'm sure.
So be it, my friend. Don't die out there.
All right. I'm not gonna die.
All right. Flebs. Yeah, it's your turn. This is your probably your last stand, but go for it.
Yeah. How much health does Jimmy have?
About that.
Taking 4 harm.
About that.
Right?
No, I've taken 6 harm.
Yeah, Jimmy still has a bit more than you. He took a move that allowed him to get 10 harm in total. So I believe he's still got 4. Yeah. Because he's maxing out the monstrous.
Make your move, Flebs.
Yeah, he's still got 4 to go.
Make your move, Flebs.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's listen to the voice in Flebs' head.
Oh. Okay. So, what do you say?
I say, just so we know what each of us is capable of, this next attack of mine might be a little different, and I don't even know what's gonna happen.
You are not. Oh no, you aren't talking. I can't stress this enough. You are on the verge of unconsciousness. This conversation with the demon is in your head right now. You're not able to talk to Jimmy. Because he's just ripped your arm to shreds. Sorry. He's ripped your arm to shreds. You will not have the energy to talk to him. This is like, you're talking to, so the voice is offering you. So like, what do you say to the voice?
Go ahead, friend.
Oh no.
All right, okay. The pact has been altered. Let's see where you're at in an hour's time. Wow. Yeah, gotta say, was not expecting this. Okay. Well, gang, this is gonna be interesting. Jimmy, you strike him down, and he starts twitching on the ground, and his body shifts and twists, and the legs split and grow, and you hear the joints popping. His arms become very lanky. His skin grows pale, and everything on his features just turns absolutely demonic. He looks like a facsimile of Flebs. He looks like something... He looks like a skinwalker wearing a Flebs skin suit. It is nothing short of horrifying. Wow. Yeah, I was not expecting that. But, you know, I did push you.
So did Jimmy.
This creature, it is, well, the other thing is people have left the room, so you've just got Fala and Callista standing there, and this is still a monkey pit fight. Alright, well, this creature looks at you, Jimmy, and it tilts its head. It is so curious by you. And this has a different character sheet, I'm sorry to say, because this is a different character with different maneuvers. Oh boy. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna make it. Gonna go easy first. So, the first time it goes to hit you, its muscles. It's not used to its muscles, and it just rears back, and it's going for an uppercut, and it gets it on a 10. And it takes you off your feet, Jimmy. It is, but the hand like it snaps. And it flops around, and you go into the air, and you crash into the back. But thankfully, on the first move, you only take 2 harm. And it says, "Oh, wow, this body is certainly something. Flimsy, but locked ability. Fascinating. I can't remember the last time I was in a human body." All right, Jimmy.
Just want to say, Callista has gone from grumpy watching this to absolutely horrified.
I mean, you know, you can. I'm sure you can. If you want to do something, you can do it.
Can I?
The bell.
Chewy's gonna stand up and dust himself off.
Mm-hmm.
And now I will go into the uncontrollable rage.
All right. In that case, yeah, give me another roll. Believe it's a tough roll. Yeah. Okay, so you double your size. You get a +1 on your kick some ass, and you heal 4 harm. And you grow, and you become red, and you are a horrifying vestige. And the monkeys start to cower away from the two of you. This, like, you tackle this creature, and you go through the doors and out into the open street. And you hear Sully go, "Oh, Jesus Christ, thank God." Yeah, this is spilling out into the streets now. Yeah, what's your roll, bud?
Roll to kick some ass.
Okay. And you get a +1. Okay, 11. What do you do?
Jimmy is just going to uppercut the visage of Flebs in return for the uppercut that he had just taken.
You hit him, and his body goes flying into one of those fire escapes. It smashes through the lowest one, and then it careens into the second, and he's hanging over it. and he is going to take, was that 4 harm?
Yes.
Okay. It looks like you broke his neck as he stands up, like his neck is flopping around. And he resets it with a horrible crunch and says, okay, well, I don't want to spend all my valuable time here, so why don't we try one more? Let's see. A big boy like you, I think I know exactly how to put you down. And,
Can
Yep.
Flebs act his voice?
Nope.
In the Visage's
Nope.
head?
Nope.
Okay.
You gave up I'm sorry, bud. You gave up an hour, and you are sleeping. Flebs has gone night-night. Sorry.
Can
Well, that's nice.
Well,
Callista follow them out into the street?
yeah. Do you want to do anything before I roll, or?
I don't know how I would.
I'm about to roll
No,
kick some
'cause he
ass.
doesn't-
Okay.
No, I mean, no.
Oh boy. He rears his arms back and dislocates them. So they're like channeling behind him, and all the light is being sucked into the back of his hands, and his smile just gets wider and wider as these horrible malformed teeth stick out, and he says, well, it's been so much fun getting to know you, but I am very hungry. See ya. And he flips over and blasts you for 6 harm with an energy bomb that blinds you and burns you. But Chewy, even though that likely put you down to 0, you are still standing in the
Actually, it
entranceway.
didn't.
Oh, well, there you go. Good. You are standing in the entranceway, like protecting the bar, as the light clears, and the visage of Flebs is nowhere to be seen. And Callista, I think now is the right time for you to make the sharp roll I know you want to make.
Yeah.
With a plus 2,
No,
plus
that's what I
2
wanted to
because
do.
you do
I
know.
don't even get the belt back.
No, you lost.
Pussy.
This is where we're going to end up our session for today. This is perfect. Callista, you watch what humanity left in Flebs leaves, and you knew earlier on what this might have been, but now it has become painfully obvious, and it might be the very last secret, quote-unquote, that we have about Callista. Possibly the last. Well, there's probably one other, but this is like the last thing we've had since the beginning. Because Callista used to have a group of friends and people that she commanded in the Holy Army. And we know that she had a message from Zephaniah when he was facing down the General of Hell. And it wasn't just him that, well, we don't know if he truly died or not, but we know that the rest of your squad did in horrible, horrible ways. And they had a name, like, it was a nom de guerre they gave to this particular general. And it was meant to be, basically be a way of referencing his boss. Because his boss was known as the Lord of the Flies, Beelzebub. And they made an order specifically for him that he commanded as the general and commander-in-chief of the armies of hell, the Grand Cross of the Order of the Flies. And you see a trail of them following this creature. And you know, without a shadow of a doubt, Callista, beyond any doubt, and I think that realization crushes you more because you now know it's inhabited the body of your close friend. But the demon that made a pact with Flebs was not Melodious. It was Baal, the general commander of the armies of hell, and the creature responsible for killing every single one of your friends. And you watch it disappear into the streets in possession of the body of one of your close friends, knowing full well it has no intention of giving it back.
Is that Ball?